And welcome back. Today I want to talk a little bit about the hustle mindset and being a business owner and how to manage your own expectations. So my last video that I did was about limiting beliefs as business owners, the hustle mentality. And I think that a lot of people avoid growing their business, maybe even avoid starting their business because they think it's going to be a lot of work, that they're going to work 24/7, that it's going to take over their life. And full disclosure, I've been there. It has taken a lot of work. It was a lot of work. It did take over my life. It did take me away from other things that I was really passionate about, and I was really resentful, angry, and I burnt out. And then I had to come back from it. And so I really had to take a look at what I was doing and what I was doing wrong. And so for me, there was a hustle mentality, and the tricky thing is I'll start here. The tricky thing is that I loved my work. I loved my job. I loved talking about sex and relationships. I'm a sex therapist, so I was busy creating content, writing, seeing clients, writing books, making films, I was making videos, public speaking, networking, doing podcasts. I was a busy business owner, and I loved the work. However, I'm also a multi-passionate person. In other words, I have other passions besides being a sex therapist. And really, the ideal scenario for me is to be a part-time sex therapist and then do my other passions, which are music and writing, the other part-time. So I was doing both, kind of doing both full-time, and that's where it's hard for us multi-passionate people to slow down, because sometimes we get ideas and we get so excited we just go for it. We become really manic in our states. And I think that's an ADHD thing, but I also think it's like when you're following your bliss, when you're doing the thing that you absolutely love and you have so much control of the thing that you love, you just want to keep going. And you're like, oh no, I gotta get this out there. Oh no, I gotta write this thing. Oh no, I gotta make this video. I gotta update the website. All of these ideas constantly, and you kind of like make yourself go a little bit crazy. For me, I burnt out. Honestly, I think for me, if I had just been doing all of the things that were really exciting and not also seeing clients and not doing the things that I didn't find as exciting, I wouldn't have burnt out. And so part of the journey for me was, how do I do the things that I love? And what do I do about the other parts of my business that I don't actually love, right? So that's what I want to talk to you about today. There are ways to get around the hustle mindset. I also got to a point, this is another thing I want to address in today's video, is I got to this other place in my business where I was so burnt out I couldn't do anymore. And then I was creating content, even though I was still really kind of excited about it. I would still do it, but I was tired. And so what I'm going to talk to you about today is how to sustain your business so that it lasts for a really long time. Because as a business owner, yes, there's a hustle, number one. Number two, no, the work never ends. Number three, you do get to enjoy the work. Number four, when you do what you love. You don't work a single day in your life. That's what we're going to try to cultivate. That's what I'm going to teach you how to cultivate. So what I wasn't paying attention to were, I was just doing a little bit blindly. And so now in Pleasure Psych, the intimacy coaching program, we teach you how to do it mindfully. So mindfully building your business from the ground up so that it's sustainable, so that it's lucrative, so that it is not a full-time job. That is what we train. That is what I train you on doing in this business. So the first thing you must know is you have tasks. You have a multitude of tasks. You're never going to get to them all in one day. And you need to learn how to prioritize. Actually, a couple of my friends last night who both have ADHD, severe ADHD, and both run their own businesses were talking about this. And it's having 3 lists, okay? You've got your absolutely must get done priority list number 1. You've got your second list, which is like things I would like to do and I might get to today. And then you've got a third list, things that are like on the bigger picture list, like organizing your closet or cleaning out your desk drawer. Those are the 3 lists that you need to create. You can put them on whiteboards, or, I have whiteboards all over the place. I have lists, but kind of getting clear about what are the steps that need to be managed in your business. And recognizing you're not going to get it all done in one day. When I talk about baby steps, I love baby steps because what do babies do? They take little tiny steps and then they fall and they get back up and they do it all over again and then they fall and but they keep going until they're walking and then they're getting up. Sometimes they go really fast and run into a wall. That's what we're gonna do, baby steps, because you're gonna be working for the rest of your life on this business, but you get to do that. You're not gonna be working for someone else. And when you do what you love, you do actually, I think Al Gore said it, when you do what you love, everything else falls into place. You actually do make money. There are a lot of things that will block you along the way, and limiting beliefs are one of them. One of the most common limiting beliefs are that it's gonna be too much work. And not gonna lie, it's a lot of work, but there is not a single day that I wake up and go, gosh, I wish I didn't have to work today, and I wish I worked for someone else. That never occurs. The other thing I get to do is I get to wake up in the morning and say, I think I need a mental health day. I get to do that whenever I want, without anyone scolding me, shaming me. That is my prerogative as a business owner. And so that's what we have to cultivate from day one, is building rest, building fun, building pleasure, building joy into your business. So some very simple ways of doing that at the get-go in initial is making sure that you're making time for me, it's yoga. I'm always amazed on my busiest days when I'm like, you know what, I scheduled a 4:00 yoga class, I gotta go. I carved out an hour for myself to do yoga. And that hour would have been sucked up with administrative stuff, with tedium, maybe making a phone call to someone, maybe sitting on the couch doing nothing. I actually snuck in an hour of movement, of breathing, of intentional taking care of myself. Not that there's anything wrong with sitting on the couch or getting on the phone with someone, but going to yoga is a form of doing a mindful, intentional thing. Last night I had band practice, so I play music, and I was exhausted yesterday. It's been a particularly hectic week, and I knew that my musician friends were coming over at 6, and I didn't get home till 5:45. Put some dinner into the oven. It's gonna take an hour to cook. And they didn't get here till 6:30, so I actually ended up having a little extra 30 minutes. Once they got here, we chatted for a bit, and then we started playing music around 7, and we played music till 9. I carved out another 2 hours in my day to do something that was so powerfully healing and fun and we made progress on this new album that we're recording. And I can't even tell you, like, I could have just canceled last night. Don't get me wrong, it crossed my mind. I could have canceled Practice Breath last night and sat on the couch and made popcorn and watched a movie. That would have been fine, but I wouldn't feel how refreshed I feel today. I'm actually up. It's Friday, I'm up, I'm making a video. I feel so much better because I did the thing that my body needed. My body needed rest, but I did a mindful way of giving it nourishment. Expression cures depression. Creativity and pleasure will cure your burnout. That is what you need to build into your business as if you're a business owner. In fact, not even if you're a business owner, this is if you work a 9-to-5 for someone else too. I'm really opposed to the 9-to-5. I don't think it's healthy for us. I don't think working for someone else 9-to-5 is healthy unless you absolutely love your job. I know someone that works right now and loves their job, and it's 9-to-5, loving it. But I don't know if that's sustainable for them, because how long do we get to love what we do? So I'll make another video about how when you're a business owner, your business gets to change, your role gets to change, and you get to decide what that looks like. So for me, what that looked like is I was a sex therapist for many, many years, where I saw clients and I worked with couples. Working with couples is my absolute favorite job in the world. I still do it. But I don't do it like I used to. I used to do it full time, like, 20 clients a week. I see 2 clients a week right now. And the rest of the time, I actually coach professionals who are training to either be sex therapists, training to be intimacy coaches, to build sustainable sex and relationship coaching, sex and relationship therapy businesses. That is what I love to do now. And I was able to transition because I'm the boss. So there's so much value in being able to work for yourself, from breaking out of the paycheck. So the paycheck will keep us stuck. And I'll tell you how the paycheck rules our lives. I had a friend who is an artist, actually mentioned her in the other video, and went through a breakup recently and had to look for her own place. Well, because her previous relationship, her partner was the breadwinner, and she was doing art, self-employed, she had a hard time finding apartments. Apartments wanted to see her pay stubs. This is the bane of being a self-employed person. And so she hit the pavement looking for jobs so she could get a pay stub. Her friends, mind you, also in the same mentality, told her the same thing. Like, you need a job, you need a paycheck, right? Want to know what I told her? I said, you are going to make so much more money as an artist. You are going to make more money than a paycheck will ever pay you. And I stand by that because I've lived it. As an employee, yes, you can make money. You can make 7 figures as an employee. But you cap out. As a business owner, sky's the limit. Sky is the limit as a business owner. So I want to put that out there, let you know that you can be a business owner, you can make a lot of money, and you can do it without burning out. But you do need to be mindful. Mindfulness is the key. You don't have to do yoga like I do. You don't have to do music like I do. You don't have to be a writer like I am. Those are the things that heal me, and I do them daily. Sometimes I do writing 5-6 hours a day and work on my business 2 hours a day. I get to decide what that looks like. I have my lists, so I'm always aware of what needs to get done, and I get to prioritize. Sometimes on Fridays, like today, I know that I have long lists of things that need to get done, but it's Friday. That can wait. Because today is about me, it's about taking care of me, it's about doing things that bring me pleasure and joy, like making this video for you all. I love training people on building sustainable businesses. So that's kind of my talk for today. Check out the video I made yesterday, which I'm gonna link to. I posted it on my other channel, but I'm actually linking to it here. So you can see it on this channel as well. And, you know, really be mindful about this video can be for everybody, anybody. You don't have to be working for yourself. You can be working for someone else. Mindfulness is the key. Making sure that you make time for you and doing the things that you love. The reason I support working for yourself is because then you get to do what you love as your job. So, but the trick around that is we get so excited about doing the things that we love. Sometimes we push ourselves too hard. We burn out. So boundaries, you know, we talk about boundaries a lot. I talked about boundaries ad nauseum on this channel. So you know, if you're a longtime follower, you know that that is huge and very important. But are you using boundaries in the right way? Are you using boundaries to actually take care of yourself? That's a whole nother talk and for a whole other time. But just so you know, like the things that allow you to create a sustainable business and life for yourself without burning out, without getting sick. When we burn out, we get sick. And I have a burnout video that I did about my illness because I pushed myself. Because I loved everything that I was doing. I was burning the candle at all ends, and I got really sick from it. I was also doing a lot of partying, but I really, really enjoyed everything that I was doing. And so I had to learn that you have enough time to do it all. I think there's this urgency. We get into hustle mode, and the urgency to get to this finish line, an arbitrary finish line, right? That doesn't exist. There's no finish line. This is your life. The finish line is when you die, which we're all gonna do. We're all gonna die we're all gonna go to the same place together at the end, right? So, you know, this arbitrary finish line, like, oh my God, if I finish this, I'll be able to rest, doesn't exist when you're a business owner. You get to rest now. You get to rest today. You get to rest every single day as a business owner. Get that into your mind, that you get to rest every day. You get to rest when you need to. You get to prioritize. Yes, there are fires. You will put them out, and then you will take a long break because you can. Because you're not on someone else's clock that says, oh, you put out a fire this morning at 11 a.m. Well, you're on the clock till 5. That doesn't exist when you're a business owner. You can force yourself to make that exist, but that's self-imposed pressure, right? So that self-imposed pressure is what I'm talking about. That self-imposed pressure is the pressure that we need to alleviate. When we love what we do, when we get to do what we do, when our whole livelihood is, you know, hanging in the balance of whether or not we get this fire, you know, put this fire out or not. Yeah, you'll do that. You'll do that, and then you'll get to take a break. You'll get to go on vacation. You'll get to work on vacation because you work for yourself. So that's my spiel for today. I will talk to you guys soon. Bye.